Hello YouTube, good evening. My name is Ashok Gazian and you are watching my YouTube channel Review Motograph. And for today I prepared for you a review of this stylish black on black on black on black and full leather quality safety shoes from the brand which is called Solid Gear. The model of these shoes is called Bravo GTX, where GTX stands for GORE-TEX, and these are safety shoes with a composite protective toe cap with a sole from Vibram and with normal classical standard laces. And let me unbox the second shoe. Here it goes. And I will of course place all the links for the official website for the page of this pair in the description below. And let me start off from the idea. Why did I specifically choose this brand? I used to work and alright, sorry, of course I used to work. On one of my jobs where I used to work, I had a Solid Gear shoes, and those ones were also with nice technologies used in those shoes. They also had a Vibram outsole, they also had a GORE-TEX, and also those shoes were equipped with a BUA lacing system. So I decided to look specifically for the leather shoes without any kind of destructive, colorful laces or spots on the shoes from that brand which I was already aware of, the Solid Gear. And I found this pair, and you might be surprised, but there are not so many safety shoes which will look like not really a safety shoes, just because they are made fully from leather. They have a classical laces, and the outsole is also black, and black, all black. Not many safety shoes come with this kind of styling, and that's why I happen to stop on this pair of shoes. These are high boots, like really high if you compare them to this pair from Atlas. Those are kind of rigger boots, and I will make my table a little bit dirty. So these are classical leather boots. This head can be found in many other rigger boots typical to this from Atlas or not from Atlas, from other brands. They come in a black color, they come in a brown color, etc, etc. And compared to these shoes, these are quite high. If you take my daily sneakers from Nike, one second, then you can see that the sneakers from Nike are really low compared to this Solid Gear pair of shoes. Yeah, that's the height difference. And of course, that is the highest one. But okay, let's go back to this pair. Alright, inside the boot, all the way up to here, you have a GORE-TEX membrane, and the GORE-TEX is fully waterproof membrane, which is also highly breathable and guarantees that your feet will stay dry no matter how deep you fell or step into the water. And in your case, the limit will be up to here. So if you step all the way up to here in the water, no problem, the shoes can handle it. You have a removable insole. That is the way it looks like. You have some extra suspension on your heel, under your heel, also under your fingers. That is very nice. And unlike any other safety shoes, let me check if the insole is removable in this one. So this is insole from this Atlas rigger boots, and this material is kind of kind of standard material, you find it everywhere. It's kind of a soft textile or synthetic fabric. Unlike this insole, the one which comes in solid gear shoes is more like material on your backpack. If you like your backpacking, if you have any of the backpacks from Osprey or any other brand like Black Diamond, what are other backpack brands? I think Gaude, whatever. They use the ripstop fabric, and that is exactly the ripstop fabric. So this is kind of different, and I was wearing my previous pair of solid gear for like 2 months, and this proved to be a reliable rigid material. And also inside, all the way inside the shoe, hold on, I have this other light available. 1 second. Yes. So all the way inside the shoe, even at the bottom of the shoe, you have a Gore-Tex membrane, and as I mentioned, the Gore-Tex goes all the way up to the almost up to the entire height of the boot. Let's go back to technology. Inside the sole, you have a flexible, non-metal, synthetic, anti-penetration middle sole, which prevents your feet from being injured by some nail or screw that you might step in during your working hours. This anti-penetration flexible midsole is designed to be basically flexible, and that's why the shoe is flexible. And the outer rubber is of course oil resistant, and here the shoe has a flex system, and this corresponds to all the standard safety standards of the industry, so should be no problem when you need to get your feet, the bottom of your feet, protected from the cuts and penetrating occasional nails and screws. As I mentioned, the toy cap is composite. It is not a top return plastic. That is like a fiberglass, which makes it lightweight. Also, if you will use this in winter time, or maybe the late autumn, or maybe at sub-zero temperatures in general, unlike the steel toy cap or unlike the aluminium toy cap, this will not let the cold to be easily transported inside the shoe, because plastics and composite materials like fiberglass, they have a lower heat how is it properly called, the heat transferring property, and that's why for winter times these are more suitable and will keep your fingers inside more comfy. Also, talking about the toy, these ones have a really high rubber bumper, and that is a huge plus if you compare to the rubber bumper on these rigger boots. I would say they are pretty comparable. This is as high as on this rigger boot, and that is a huge plus. Basically, the leather is really high quality here. I can feel that it is a thick leather. It is a treated leather with some special compound to make it a long-lasting leather. But what I also like about having a about the full grain leather shoes all over, that it is very easy to take a good care of them and keep them as new as a brand new, let's say. If you just take any kind of 1 second, if you just take any kind of leather treatment, leather care cream or paste or whatever, and standard brush, then these shoes will last your a lifetime of the shoes, and they will look brand new for as long as you keep polishing the leather with a leather balsam. That's it. There is not much to say, and maybe the last thing about the laces. So the laces are pretty long, and the lace system has 3 hooks, which is 1, 2, and the third one. And this one, the bottom one, is placed further to the bottom compared to these two, and also this one has a slightly different design inside, because these top hooks, this one and this one, they stick out slightly more, so to let you pull the lace, and it pulls easily without any problem, where else the bottom one is designed actually to hold your lace. So once you are wearing the shoe, you will normally pull these laces to adjust the whites over here, then you will flip one across and insert it over here, and once the lace is inserted in this first hook, it will stay there, because inside this hook is not only not sticking so much outside, it is more closed hook, but also the pattern inside has a different pattern. You have kind of like a tooth which holds the lace in place. So if I were to pull the lace back, then I feel more resistance compared to pulling a lace easily from one of the hooks on top. So that's why, so this hook is designed to hold the lace in place. And talking about laces, the first impression, I wish they were a little bit more robust. I'm not sure if they are really the highest quality possible. The fact that I'm talking about them not being giving me a really excellent impression already says that maybe the Solid Gear did not choose the best laces. But we will see. This is not a big problem. In my case, I will not be working near the hot works like weldings and cutting. I don't expect laces to be burnt in the next 3 months or even longer. So no problem with that. And I think that's it. Oh, the last part about size. Before I try them on, I will also show you the shoes on my feet, and I will also try them with narrow black trousers, and also with the trousers with reflective and high vis elements on the trousers. Size-wise, normally my favorite and most comfortable shoes are this one from Atlas, and I wear size 9 of these shoes. Size UK 9, European 43 and UK 9, and this is a perfect size for me. Maybe you can see it here, it's a 43. I don't need the 44 of this, and I don't need European 42. 43 is perfect for me. In case of Solid Gear, when I was using them on my previous job last year, I had a lower profile shoes. They were just low shoes, and I had size 43. I had long working days, like I was driving for 18 hours delivering the packages for DHL, and at the end of the day, even though those shoes also had a composite toe cap, I was feeling a little bit of fatigue inside my toy cup, because that toy cup did not have much room inside. That's why these shoes I selected as 44 size. They are not extremely big for me. They are not uncomfortable. The only thing what this size 44 provides is giving me plenty of room inside the toy cup. Yes, there is some space left, but because of this type of laces, where I can fully control the way that the shoe hugs my feet with a traditional lacing system, I can I can rely on the shoes, and I can allow myself to have plenty space for my toys inside and be comfortable for that. And especially for the winter time, I will have enough room to have a thicker sock and more air inside for my feet and my fingers to stay warm. That's a plus. The way I know, the way I actually learned that the fancy boa laces are not so good is after using for a full season, for 1 year, normal casual shoes for winter time from Icebug. Yes, from Icebug. I will place a video in the description, and I will also place video in a pop-up card with review of the winter shoes from Icebug with a boa laces system that was also a model as high as this, and it was equipped with boa laces. The only thing boa does well is holding your feet over here on top. And you as a user, you don't have much control over the boa lacing system in this part at the bottom of the shoe. Also at the middle it's not so good, and boa, by tightening this knob, only holds very well this part. So having these high shoes with a little extra room for my toys, with one size like too big almost, would not let me feel so safe and secure, and then the shoes will not be as reliable in case these shoes were equipped with boa lacing over here instead of these classical laces. So I was confident when I was ordering these shoes in size 44, knowing that 43 will not give me so much room inside, and I might have experienced fatigue at the end of the long day. So I knew all that, and that's why I was confident ordering these shoes in size 44 with traditional lacing system. Alright, just before I wear, you have a GORE-TEX label over here, which of course one more time proves that you have a GORE-TEX membrane inside. Let me wear these shoes and demonstrate how they look. I will grab my camera, stay with me. Right, I have a nice spot prepared. For the purpose of this video, I wore a high contrast socks. As you can see. So that is the way you would lace across, over here, across, over here, and now the lace stays there. Now I go across one more time, and one more time, and that's done. The only thing, on my opinion, which might have improved these shoes is making this, how is it called, tongue, maybe a little bit thinner, to avoid shoes being so wide over here. Alright, I have narrow classical working shoes. They don't really cover the entire boot, but maybe I will have to stand up first. Alright, now we will try the second shoe. This time I do like that. Let me. You see, in this hook, laces were stuck. And one more time. I can pull harder. I can do like that. And that is done. Black on black on black on black safety shoes. That's the way they look from the back. These are pretty narrow working trousers from black leather. I think I can also place link in the description. Alright. This is how they look from all the sides, and I will also show you how this look with other pants, with a little bit wider work pants. Maybe I can do like that. Stay with me. Maybe I can do like that. Yes, I think it's a bit better. Alright. If I were to take them off, then let's see what happens. Alright, and this last hook is not easy to remove, so I believe this is supposed to be just in here, and this does not create any obstruction to release the tongue like that and take the shoe off. It's no problem. So I do like this, and the last one, this one, just remains in place, and I can still easily open the shoe, take it off. So if you just stay with me for 3 more seconds, then I will show you how all this looks like with a working trousers. Alright, so I am back with my red socks. Okay, I can tie it up here, a little bit tighter, like that, It is tight, alright. Oh, you know, this other pair of black leather pants, they're not so wide as I thought. Alright. Then we just tie it up over here. And the last bit over here. Alright, maybe just a tiny bit. Maybe just a tiny bit wider. And stay with me. I will just put back my completely black kind of classical working trousers, and I will show you overall look of these shoes, how they look like maybe kind of like I don't know, everyday casual shoes or whatever. Just when you wear all black, black shoes, black shirt and black trousers. In case you wonder if you would be able to wear these black protective shoes like your daily casual shoes. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Stay with me. Alright. By the way, if you like reviews on a gear, on other safety shoes like winter shoes, winter rubber boots, you can also find that video of CORDURA rubber boots on my channel. I will place a pop-up link in this video and you can watch that as well. You are very welcome. So the final look that I will show you, back with my classical casual work pants from black leather. Check link in the description as well. I don't have review on them, but I can say that they are very comfortable, and I will give you the overall look just in a second. Alright, I will try to cover shoes a little bit, or we will just see what will happen. I will remove everything unnecessary. So I think like that, with some extra light. Just a moment. Like so. And if I come here, this should give you a really nice picture of how do I look wearing all black, except of the fact that you don't see me. Alright, maybe like that. No, then you don't see the shoes. Okay, one moment, I need to adjust camera a little bit. Okay, then you just look on the shoes. Or if we do like that, I think